always remember the teams that win gold, and you don't really remember the teams that fall in this tournament.
To be able to create something that people remember forever is incredible.
Canada's taken advantage again.
And a bouncing back right, they score! Now Radish spins and fires, score! Taylor Radish with a rocket. Canada off to a great start on day one of this World Junior.
Buffalo, New York. Oh boy, they're brave on that outdoor rink because it is freezing here, but nice inside. Actually, it's freezing inside too, the way it should be in a hockey rink for Slovakia and Canada tonight. Cale Makar, just under 7 minutes yesterday. Cale Clegg is out tonight, so he'll see much more ice time on the Canadian blue line. Huge night for Colton Point. First time he's ever put on that sweater in a meaningful game in a tournament internationally for Canada. And David Hrenek is the goaltender for Slovakia, having a fine season as the backup at St. Cloud State with a 5-1 record. As we say hello, Canada, welcome to night 2 at the World Junior Hockey Championship. James Duthie, along with 1995 World Junior gold medalist Jeff O'Neill and Bob McKenzie. Yesterday, Canada took care of one of the tournament co-favorites in Finland. Tonight, a different challenge, and that is doing what everybody expects them to do, handle Slovakia easily. And that's what they've done historically at this tournament. They've won 10 straight games against Slovakia, 11-0-1 all time. But that big win over yesterday over Finland and the outdoor game against the U.S. ahead have to be a little wary of perhaps having a lull. To get you set for it, Gordon Miller and Ray Ferraro.
James, every year we see that Canada has a character that emerges. This Canadian team is fast.
Yeah, some of the characteristics of teams in the past have not been so distinctive, but I think the first time you watch this Canadian team, you really remark and note how quick they are. What I really found yesterday was when they had the 4-2 lead in the third period, they used their speed to close defensively on the Finns. I didn't think the Finns had much of anything outside of the one crazy bounce that Cal Foote swatted off the goal line. Every time the Finns tried to create something on a chip and chase or a forecheck, the Canadian defense was quick to the puck. They were able to get to the puck efficiently, move it out of the zone, and even shorthanded, they were far quicker than the Finns were able to deal with. And as much as we talk about offense and speed, defense with speed is a complete disruptor, and Canada was outstanding against the Finns in the third period.
James, you mentioned that Canada's 11-0-1 against the Slovaks. That tie happened 18 years ago tonight in Brandon, Manitoba, a 0-0 tie. Jan Lashak and Roberto Luongo went toe-to-toe, and Marian Gaborik was a 16-year-old star. James?
Thank you, guys. First little piece of adversity with Clegg out. How bad is it, and what's the adjustment?
Well, the good news for Team Canada is that the x-rays were negative. It is not a fracture, but Cale Clegg blocked that shot on the inside of his right foot, was able to finish the game, but when he got the boot off, didn't feel so good. So right now he's listed as day-to-day. Missing this game tonight, Cale Makar will draw into a left spot with Dante Fabro, one of the top 2 pairs for Team Canada.
You don't want to call it a trap game. It is Slovakia, but do they have to be a little bit careful not to look ahead?
Yeah, you just can't fall asleep. Don't be thinking about the outdoor game, which I'm sure they all are, James. You just had a big win. You can't be feeling too good about yourselves. And beware to the players, because the coach, this game right here, they always look for somebody in the first period that's sleeping, that doesn't get it in, and they want to send a message. Do you know how I know that? Because I was that guy. I was the one that got the message sent. So everybody, you got to just be prepared, because the coach is going to want to send a message in this game if they don't look prepared out there.
Slovakia has been a surprise occasionally. They did win bronze in Toronto 2 years ago, the year McDavid and Team Canada won gold. Here are your starting goaltenders, brought to you by Chevrolet, proud partner of Hockey Canada. Colton Point, I mentioned again, first time he's played an international tournament for Canada. Bit of a surprise to make the team. Huge night for him. And David Hrenek at St. Cloud State. Look at the numbers. Really impressive. 1.82 goals against and a .947 save percentage so far. Colton Point leads Team Canada onto the ice for their second game at the World Juniors. Drop of the puck next.
It's day 2 of the 2018 World Junior Hockey Championship. We're back here in Buffalo as Canada plays its second game against Team Slovakia. Earlier in this building, Switzerland narrowly pulled one out against Belarus, down a goal in the third period, came back and won it by a score of 3-2. The referees are from Switzerland and from Canada, from the United States. Rather, Jeremy Tufts is from the USA. And in goal for Canada is number 1, Colton Point, native of North Bay, Ontario, a Dallas 5th-round pick. He was picked in the 14th round by the Erie Otters, and the Ontario Hockey League chose to go to college, having a great sophomore year at Colgate University. And for Slovakia, another collegiate goaltender, David Renak, is at St. Cloud State University. His head coach there is Bob Motzko, who was the head coach of Team USA in this tournament. Dominic Ducharme is back for his 2nd year as the head coach of the Canadian National Junior Team, his 2nd year as well as the coach and GM in Drummondville in the Quebec Major Junior League. And Ernst Bokros is in his 7th straight year coaching the Slovak National Junior Team, which also has a year-round program. It's called Team Orange. They play in the Slovak Extra League. It's all their junior players together, and they've got 10 members of that team on their roster tonight. Names Duffy mentioned, the Slovaks won a bronze medal in Toronto in 2015. Dennis Godla was the goaltender for that team, was the tournament MVP.